Live from Moore Gymnasium on the campus of Bethune-Cookman University in beautiful downtown Daytona Beach, Florida. It's time for Southwestern Athletic Conference women's basketball action on the CatEye Radio Network. Hello and a very warm welcome and a Happy New Year, everybody. My name is Michael Cirillo. Happy to have your company. Sabrina Petit-Holm joins me as always. Sabrina, it's time for SWAC conference play. It doesn't matter what your record is.
Yep.
The games before this doesn't count. You can talk about your non-conference schedule.
Yep.
You can talk about your MTEs. You can talk about your preseason. None of it matters. The next 24 games are all that counts, and the Wildcats start at home against their bitter rivals in Florida A&M. It's a great time to be a basketball fan.
That's all I asked Santa for Christmas this year was for swag competition, and we finally got it on the first week of January. Super excited, and what better way to start this off than a rival game, Classic Part 2. I'm really excited to see what the women's team and the men's team is going to bring to Moore Gymnasium. I know for a fact that it's going to be extremely hype, extremely hectic. We're definitely going to see what's out there.
The Wildcats come in at 2-11, Florida A&M 1-10. Both teams still looking for their first Division I win. Somebody's going to get it tonight.
Yep.
As we start SWAC conference play. The Wildcats non-conference win over Albany State and Livingston, both Division II teams. Florida A&M is coming off of a win at home against Southeastern from the NAIA 2 weeks ago. So, let's jump into keys to the game right now. We'll start with Bethune-Cookman women's basketball.
Okay, keys to the game is protect the house. The women's basketball team is currently undefeated here at Moore Gymnasium, but that can also mean multiple ways, okay? So since we are currently undefeated at home, FAMU has the worst three-point percentage of the in the country with 18.7%. So we want to force them to take three-point shots and protect the post. Our post players have to be extremely aggressive today. That way we can get advantage off of that. So for FAMU, we want to go straight into FAMU. It would have to be taking smart shots. We want high percentage shots. They have to have second chance opportunities, and they have a bigger average than us, which is 13.5 per offensive rebounds per second chance.
You talk about protecting the post, where the Wildcats might find that a bit difficult. Chanel McDonald out for the season with an ACL injury. Unfortunately, that likely ends her college career, so a feel for Chanel McDonald. But the only returning starter on this team from a year ago, now done for the year. That means Sinai Tyler, Derasia Pitts, Maya Johnson, and especially Tyler Butler are going to have to step up in the paint for the rest of the season.
Well, this gives them a chance to really establish what type of player they are in the conference. I know we had all preseason to work on these different types of fundamentals. This is where everything counts now, you know. This is a time to be aggressive, make sure that you're not staying into foul trouble. All of these things matter going into this game because we do have some height on FAMU's team, and obviously, they're not going to back down on us at all.
Speaking of FAMU, I have the FAMU starters, don't have Bethune-Cookman, so I'll get into the FAMU starters right now. At forward, a 6-foot-tall redshirt sophomore from Fayetteville, North Carolina, and a transfer from Fordham, Maya Giles-Jones, averaging 6.6 points per game. One of their top performers is a redshirt junior guard, 5-foot-tall from Pensacola, Florida, Tinijah Purifoy, the transfer from Chipola College, leads this team in three-point percentage, free throw percentage, and steals. Camille Jackson is a senior guard, 5'11", from Cleveland, Ohio, transfer from the Division II level at Florida Tech, leads the team in blocks with 10 and field goal percentage at 46.9. A junior guard, 5'8", from Apopka, Florida, transfer from Saracoso College in California. It's Shania McCarthy. McCarthy is the team leader in scoring at 10.5 points per game and rebounding at 4.8 per game. And the final starter for Florida A&M is Camille Jackson, a senior guard, 5'11", out of Chicago, Illinois, the only Division I transfer starter for this FAMU team, transfer from Miami, Ohio. So that's Florida A&M. They'll be wearing the black strip tonight, orange trim around the shoulders and the bottom of the pants, green numbers with an orange trim, as we will pause for the national anthem and starting lineups. When we come back, it's basketball time on the CatEye Radio Network.
Junior guard, 5 foot out of Pensacola, Florida, Denija Purifoy. Senior forward, 5'11", out of Chicago, Illinois, Camille Jackson. Senior center, 6'3", from Cleveland, Ohio, Rizia Robinson. Junior guard, 5'8", out of Orlando, Florida, Janiyah McCarthy. The head coach of the Rattlers, Richard Gordon, is assisted by James Hill, Erica Camardi, Terrence Palmer, and Ronald Bloss. And now, it's time to be your Five-seven guard, senior out of Baltimore, Maryland, number 0, Giovanni Donzi. 5'6" guard, junior out of Cincinnati, Ohio, Kiara Gregory. 6-foot forward, graduate out of Bellevue, Illinois, Tyler Butler, number 15. 6-foot forward, junior out of Chicago, Illinois, number 25, Zanai Tyler.
Here are your Bethune-Cookman starters for this afternoon's contest. The main woman is Damani Dorsey, 5'7" out of Baltimore, Maryland, leads this team in points and steals. Kiara Gregory gets the start, playing for the injured Alexandria Johnson. She's a junior guard out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Tyler Butler gets the start at center. Her 50% from the floor is the team best free throw percentage, and field goal percentage, and she leads the league in blocks at 13. Sanai Tyler will play the forward spot. The 6-foot-tall junior out of Chicago, Illinois, leads the team in rebounding at 6.5 per game. And Kaylin Peters, who steps up into the starting lineup, a senior guard transfer from Nichols State. It's kind of a patchwork starting lineup today for the Wildcats, Sabrina.
Yeah. They had all season, right? You know, all preseason to really see. I know Coach was over here messing with different types of, players, see what group works best with one another. So these are one of the times where we'll be able to have to put those into play. So we'll see where everything starts now.
And I kind of feel like Coach Janelle Creighton Del Rosario has tailored this starting lineup to her opposition today, right?
Yeah.
It's a very big lineup, 5'11", 6 foot. 5'6", 5'7", the guards, but 6'1", 6 foot, 5'11", the 3 forwards, and none of the three-point sharpshooters are starting in Jordan Brooks, Janessa Kelly, or Shomari Phillips are starting today.
Right. So we really have to play it the smart way. Fundamentals and protecting the house is the best way to win this game. As long as we come out on the other side, I know it's going to be a great one.
Wildcats and Rattlers, it's always a good time when these two schools get together. Florida A&M 3-5 against Bethune-Cookman since joining the SWAC in 2021. These two teams split the season series last year, with Florida A&M winning by 10 at home, and then the Wildcats taking that wild season finale here at Moore Gym in overtime last season. It's the first meeting of the year of two as these two teams get set to bookend the regular season as they always do. Wildcats in the home white, trimmed in gold. Big gold stripe down the side, maroon trim on that stripe, gold numbers trimmed in maroon. The interlocking BC on the back of the neck. Wildcats in gold across the front. As I mentioned, Florida A&M in the all-black road jersey. A big orange stripe around the neck, the shoulders, and the bottom of the pants. Green numbers with an orange trim, FAMU in green block lettering above the numbers, trimmed in orange. There is nothing like SWAC basketball at Moore Gym, and we're about to get it started for 2026. Happy New Year, everybody. Glad you could join us. Michael Toronto, Sabrina Petit home.
So excited to be
on the call for you. We got Tyler Butler and Shania McCarthy set to jump things off at mid-court. The referees are ready. The teams are ready. The crowd is certainly ready. And here we go. It's game on. FAMU wins the tip, immediately goes down, and it's an easy layup and it's 2-0 Florida A&M as Tanija Purifoy gets the layup right off the tip. FAMU will go a three-quarters court press. Wildcats get it into the front court at the free throw line. Down low it goes, extra pass turned over.
We got to be vigilant. Like we said before earlier, we need to protect the house. That means our post players has to be the one on top this game.
FAMU up 2-0 with the basketball. Giles Jones, top of the key, drives left to the lane, kicks it back out to Purifoy. Dumped in to Robinson, back to Purifoy, top of the circle, goes left against Dorsey, gets all the way into the paint, left-hand layup, good. Got through two defenders on a blow-by, and it's 4-0 FAMU.
Can I talk about that ball movement that FAMU has? We want to be able to ensure that we're catching up, making sure we're making smart mistakes, because anything can happen.
Wildcats at the free throw line, driving in, right-hand layup, but a foul called. Kaylin Peters was driving. So FAMU's in this three-quarter court press, picking it up hard about the top of the three-point circle on the Wildcats' defensive side.
And honestly, that's really smart. That's whenever, things are starting to set up. So if they can attack us 3 quarters away from getting us past the line.
Kaylin Peters at the line, shooting 74% from the stripe this season. From Houston, Texas, but started her college career in Florida at Indian River State. First free throw good. Then last year at Nichols State, started one game out of 14 played, averaged under 10 minutes a game, just 1.1 points and 1.4 rebounds for Kaylin Peters. But I've had to step up into the starting lineup in place of the injured Chanel McDonald.
Yes.
Both free throws made, 4-2 FAMU. FAMU with the basketball. Long pass into the front court. Giles Jones, left-hand layup, too strong. Offensive rebound, put back no good. Scramble under the basket. It'll be a Wildcat ball, as stepping out of bounds was Shania McCarthy as she tried to grab the rebound.
Earlier, before the keys to the game, I know me and you were talking a little bit, and I said that if they were going to run the press, I would love to see Sanai as the monster, because as soon as she gets into that role, she plays so easily. Wildcats
break the press in the front court. Peters, left-hand jumper from 15 feet, cashes it down, and it's 4-4. Kaylin Peters with all the points for the Wildcats. Purifoy driving all the way in, got stripped, lost the ball. It'll stay with FAMU, went out of bounds off of Damani Dorsey. Baseline in for the Rattlers, 4-4 contest, 8:39 to go first quarter. Rattlers going right to left in this first quarter. Floated up into the paint for Robinson. She goes back to Purifoy, right-hand corner, drives in, floats it up, over the backboard, didn't hit anything, goes out of bounds. It'll be Wildcat ball. And we talk about trying to generate good shots. Well, FAMU is doing that. All of their possessions have ended in a drive and a layup attempt so far.
Right.
Wildcats on the ball, breaking the press into the front court is Kiara Gregory. She dribbles between the circles, hands it off to Dorsey. Goes down low, right-hand side to Tyler. Kicked all the way back out, up to the top to Gregory. The Wildcats will reset 15 on the shot clock. Dorsey, right-hand wing, in front of the FAMU bench. Dorsey uses her dribble, goes left, gets double-teamed, and throws the ball away. Second turnover for the Wildcats.
Now, these are some of the two teams that value defense more than offense. So we really have to get into their heads along with ours to make sure that we're playing smart. They're going to press us. They're going to try and block us, push us to the sideline. What can we do?
Purifoy driving, kicks out left-hand corner, and a traveling violation called against Camille Jackson as she tried to go baseline left. So another turnover. Both teams 2 turnovers early on in the contest. Wildcats turn the ball over 20 times per game on average. The Rattlers 19.8 as both teams are running this full court press. Wildcats break it in the front court, left-hand side. Here's Peters, and she turned the ball over immediately to McCarthy. McCarthy lays it back for Jackson, way outside Purifoy. Left-hand corner, Giles Jones, guarded by Peters. Back to the top for Purifoy, who's running the point for FAMU. Calls a play, puts one finger in the air, dribbles left side, top of the arc of the three-point line. Flips it back to the top for Jackson, and Goss lost the ball, but the Wildcats couldn't keep it in bounds. It goes all the way into the backcourt off a deflection. And the whistle and a stoppage of play. They're going to say the Wildcats never possessed the ball, so they're going to not reset the shot clock. That was Damani Dorsey tipping a pass back to the top of the key, intended for Jackson, but you couldn't save it from going out of bounds.
Yeah. It was a smart play.
I guess they did determine that FAMU, the Wildcats have possession, They're going to keep 28 on the shot clock in a 4-4 contest. FAMU with an extra possession essentially here. Purifoy drives in, left-hand side, gets her defender in the air, and got a shot rejected by Tyler.
It's so chaotic
Wildcats
right
on the push. Gregory off a long pass. Mid-range jumper blocked by Jackson. Out of bounds. FAMU basketball, last touched by Jackson on a scramble.
A fake would have been great before she went up because she looks like the type to jump. But it's been so chaotic lately, Mike. I think both teams really need to slow it down and play smart. You know, for the score to be 4-4, you would think that FAMU is really, really sitting out here outrunning us.
So the Rattlers will get the basketball off of a tip. Wildcats bemused and befuddled. They thought that went off of Camille Jackson. To be fair, so did I.
Yeah.
So the Rattlers force a third BCU turnover here in the opening 3 minutes. Purifoy in the front court, through a double team, hands to McCarthy. Three-point left-hand wing, no good. Offensive rebound for Robinson. Robinson kicks it back out to the left-hand corner for Jones. Jones resets to Purifoy. 13 on the shot clock in a 4-4 contest. 4 minutes gone by, first quarter. Purifoy to the free throw line, down the lane, Euro step. Kicked the ball. No, got fouled, excuse me. Got fouled by Tyler Butler, and she'll go to the free throw line.
Got my notebook out, Mike. You know what that means.
Tyler Butler picks up her first foul. And to the line goes Tanija Purifoy, the junior transfer from Chipola College.
You know what matchup would be really great right now against her, right? That's on the line. I can't see those numbers.
Yeah, Purifoy's on the line. Hit the first one.
Yes. Jordan Brooks and Purifoy would be a great matchup. They both have some speed. They both have great ball handling skills. And I think that would be able to calm down
both free throws good from Purifoy. She's the top free throw shooter on this FAMU team at 78%. 6-4, Florida A&M. Wildcats into the front court, left-hand side with Peters. Back to the top. And Kiara Gregory will run the point. Gregory looking for a screen, denies it, goes left baseline, throws up a wild layup and got it.
Goes in.
Really lucky that time from Gregory, was looking for the foul, and now the Wildcats will foul as Purifoy got bumped into the out of bounds area on the far side as he tried to pass half court. First personal foul on Peters. What a wild layup for Gregory to tie the game at 6.
It's been a wild game, Mike. The 2-3 has been working for the Wildcats, but I think they need time to really just sit and make sure that they take their time and run it correctly and not leave everything open, you know?
In the post, down low it goes. Robinson, layup good, right over the top of Butler. 8-6 FAMU. Gregory, blow by, kicks it back to the top.
Nice
Extra pass down low, left-hand
Nice
layup
pass.
good for Tyler Butler. Nice pass to find her by Gregory. 8-8 as the offenses are trying to pick it up here as we approach the media timeout of the first half. Rattlers try to throw it in the post, batted out of bounds, baseline by Tyler. Rattlers have a baseline in, 22 seconds left on the shot clock, and we have the first substitution for Florida A&M. April Hooks comes in for the Rattlers, a transfer from Alabama State. Thrown for the baseline, back to Hooks up on top. Correction, this is Jordan Brody, the transfer from Austin Peay, wearing the big glasses and the ponytail out the back. Hooks in the left-hand corner. Hooks back to Purifoy, top of the key between the circles. Left-hand drive into the paint. Left-hand layup good on the foul.
That was
the
a
Wildcats left that left-hand lane wide open.
I know she was trying to go for the block, but you have to be careful when a team that is just as physical as we are in the post. We need to make sure that we're fundamentally playing, keeping our hands up, boxing out. This is a great way for us to box out. You talked about earlier for our keys to the game is those second chance points. They are still beating us right now with these second chance points. What can we do to stand in front of them to get to a higher level of that?
Three-point play converted, 11-8 FAMU. 9 of the 11 points for FAMU from Purifoy. She only averages 8 per game. She's blown by that in the first quarter. Left-hand corner, Wildcats control down by 3. On top, here is Tyler. Left-hand wing for Butler. Drives left-hand baseline. Blocking foul called is tumbling to the ground is the junior Jordan Brody. So that'll be a baseline in for the Cats. Nobody in the bonus yet. Not a ton of fouls called so far. 11 seconds to go until the immediate timeout window here in the first quarter. Jordan Brody, originally from Sanford, McMary High School and Mainland High School for Brody, so playing very close to her hometown. Bounce pass in the left-hand corner. Butler up on top. It goes to the left-hand wing for Gregory. She throws it back to the top of the circle for Peters. Woo! 3 on the way, no good. Rebound out of bounds and hung on the rim and just didn't
went
fall
right
in.
out. It's toilet bowl. That's basically what it is.
Wildcats a good look on that possession as we'll have the media timeout here in the first quarter. We'll take a quick break and be right back. Florida A&M 11, Bethune-Cookman 8 early going here at Moore Gym. You're listening to Bethune-Cookman Women's Basketball on the CatEye Radio Network. Conference play is finally here. You don't want to miss a second of the madness at Moore Gymnasium. Single game tickets are available now starting at just $10. Get yours today at bcuathletics.com/tickets or call the ticket office at 386-481-2465. Student admission is always free. Come Cats conference basketball action all season long at Moore Gymnasium. It's Florida A&M 11, Bethune-Cookman 8 at the 4:58 mark of the first quarter here in the conference opener between Bethune-Cookman and Florida A&M. And you were telling me in the break, Sabrina, the Wildcats and the Rattlers are running a very similar defensive style to each other, but the Rattlers are being more efficient right now.
Yes, they're running a 2-3 motion, whereas it looks like the Wildcats are running a 2-3, but it's chaotic. You know, when you see the Rattlers run their 2-3 motion, it's in one motion. If they're on the left, everybody's shifting to the left. If they're shifting to the right, they're shifting to the right. But the Wildcats need to find their synergy. I know it's the first game back into the school year, but we need to be able to find an answer right now.
Long pass to break the press comes to Jordan Brody, left-hand side of the lane. Kicked out, April hooks, right wing 3, no good. And it bounces, it won't go out of bounds. Wildcats will save it. And here they come. Damani Dorsey yet to make an impact in this game. Kiara Gregory will run the play. Into the corner it goes.
There's
Wildcats
that motion.
Back on top.
Wherever the ball goes.
Kaylin Peters, hands off Gregory. Right hand drive into the baseline. Good defense by FAMU, 10 on the shot clock. Dorsey driving to the free throw line, kicks it back out on top, 5 on the shot clock. Euro step into the lane, travel.
They're running a motion man. I have never seen anything like this before. It's a 2-3, but they're staying in the 2-3 zone, but running a man at the same time.
11-8 FAMU. Bethune-Cookman has turned the ball over now 5 times in the first quarter. Great job, and a fake to get through 3 defenders and lay it up and in for Purifoy. She's got 11 of the Rattlers' 13 here in the here in the first quarter. Dorsey into traffic, left-hand wing, kicks it back to the top for Gregory. Wildcats struggling to find any looks on offense right now. Around the screen, and an offensive foul for a push-off is going to be called against Kaylin Peters as she went around the screen.
If they're going to trap, if the Wildcats are going to trap, I would wish they don't pull up too close, because Purifoy looks like she's getting through any and everything right now. So the best thing that they can do is fake like they're going to trap and then fall back a little bit so they don't create a space down on the post so that she can get through and make a layup.
5-0 run for the Rattlers over the last 2:14. Madison Holden comes in for the Wildcats. Rattlers with the ball to the baseline. A right-hand floater, too strong. Offensive rebound for Robinson. She turns the ball over on a kick-out, though, and Madison Holden runs the floor. In traffic, top of the key, she'll slow it up. Right-hand side for Dorsey. Down low it goes, and the shot gets absolutely rejected by April Hooks.
I still want to give my flowers to Sanai, though. That bounce pass right into that fundamental spin, trying to get right over, that's what I want to see whenever I say protect the house. When you want to protect the house, that's how you protect the house.
Baseline in for the Cats, 20 on the shot clock. Floated back up on top to Holden. She has to retreat to the backcourt to get it with 18 on the shot clock. Wildcats scoreless for almost the last 3 minutes, and she double dribbles.
Where's the fundamentals, Mike? It's like we're losing everything that we've learned in the first preseason. We want to make sure that we can get that back. It's only the first quarter, so I can tell why it's a little bit cold right now.
Wow.
But these mistakes need to be fixed ASAP.
6 turnovers in the first quarter for the Wildcats. Down 13-8. Purifoy has been on fire.
Wide
open pass down low. Wide open layup missed for Florida A&M.
Take your time. Stop playing FAM's game. This is our game.
Gregory to the right-hand wing for Dorsey. Still scoreless without a shot attempt for Dorsey. She goes around a double screen. Floater in the lane, right hand, no good. Rebound, scramble on the ground, and FAMU ball. Gregory went to the ground, but stepped on the correction. Butler went to the ground, stepped on the out-of-bounds line while trying to grab the ball. 3 minutes scoreless for the Wildcats. One of their last 4 from the floor. Florida A&M has a 44 in the game that is not on my scorebook. We'll
Wide
try to
open
figure
again.
that out. I believe it's Justice. She gets the ball down low and travels. She spun around 3 times looking for an open shot in between 2 defenders. This is a very chaotic game. 3rd Florida A&M turnover. So I'm guessing that's Zara Justice wearing number 44. 6'3" center from Atlanta, Georgia.
Woo!
Wildcats on the ball. Gregory guarded by Brody. Butler dribbles to the right-hand side, hands off to Holden back to the top of the circle. Down low it goes Butler, one-on-one.
Nice
Kick out, extra pass to the corner. Holden hoists a 3, short. And the rebound for Florida A&M. Brody wants to push the pace, 2-on-1 for the Rattlers. Brody all the way, right-hand layup, no good, out of bounds. It'll go to Florida A&M, last touched by Tyler Butler. And Maya Johnson's going to come in to replace Tyler Butler.
You know what this game reminds me of? I think this was the game that we played Coastal Georgia. I think it was the women's team that played Coastal Georgia. It was the men's team that played that. But it was the team, the last home game that we played with the women's team, where we outran the other team down. And that's what FAMU was doing to us.
FAMU with the ball up 13-8, 1:55 to go first quarter. Neither team has scored in the last 3 minutes and 56 seconds. Camille Jackson puts her shoulder into Madison Holden. A 15-foot floater is no good from just outside the free throw line, and Madison Holden grabs the miss. Holden, between the legs dribble, hands off to Dorsey. Top of the key, 20 on the shot clock. Dorsey gets the screen from Johnson, floats it to the left-hand side. Dribble penetration from Peters, down low. Butler, didn't get fouled. Lost the ball, but it's out off of FAMU. It'll be a baseline in. I thought she got tripped as she went up for the layup.
It was just Twin Towers down there. That was it.
Tylen Payne is going to come in for Florida A&M. Her first appearance of the game. And Purifoy is going to come back in, replacing April Hooks. Purifoy has 11 of FAMU's 13 points right now. Wildcats baseline in, 1:22 to go first quarter, down 13-8. Neither team has scored in the last 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
I've been taking notes, Mike.
But this is the kind of game we expected.
I did.
2 teams that are not great offensively and pride themselves on defense.
I did say that.
Throw to the top of the key for Butler off the baseline in. Dorsey takes the dribble handoff into the corner. Gregory, a 3 from the left wing, no good. And that was right at the end of the
Purefoy.
shot clock, had to get it up. Here comes Purefoy. Nobody stopped the ball. She floats it underneath and over the head of Zane Justice. Not sure how you can throw it over Justice's head. She's 6'3", but Purefoy somehow managed it.
Well, that lets you know how high she threw that ball then, right?
I thought she was throwing up a shot initially
like it
because it was
at
close
one
to the
point.
rim. 6 turnovers for the Wildcats, 4 for Florida A&M. In this first quarter, FAMU still leads 13-8. Wildcats with possession, a minute to go. At the free throw line, kick out to Holden left wing. Holden puts the ball on the floor. Passes inside to Johnson, free throw line, down low, Butler, jump shot, no good.
Goodness, nothing is falling.
Wow, off both rims and out. Jackson puts the ball on the floor, drives right-hand side of the lane, no good. Offensive rebound for Giles Jones, tries to throw it back down low to McCarthy. She lost the ball, retreating all the way back to the midcourt stripe for Brody. Brody fires a free throw line jumper, no good. Another offensive rebound for Giles Jones. Kicks it back to Brody. 18 on the shot clock, 22 on the game clock. Brody drives in through contact. Layup off the glass, no good. Wildcats a chance for the last shot of the first quarter. They'll try and break though. Holden, extra pass. Dorsey lost the ball. Somehow got it back on the baseline. 10-foot jumper, good.
That was a lot. That was a lot, Mike. That was a lot. And honestly, we need this timeout. We need this timeout. Both teams needs to regroup. We need to figure out what's not working, what's working. This first quarter has been so chaotic. I can't even catch my breath. All I have been doing is sitting here and taking notes because it's so much going on.
First bucket in 5 minutes and 45 seconds for the Wildcats. Now down 13-10. 8 seconds left to go in the first quarter. The Wildcats decided to push the pace and not hold for the final shot. FAMU in transition, down low it goes. Good job by Maya Johnson, but a kick out and a 10-foot jumper is off the glass and in, plus the foul for Breasia Robinson, and a chance to go up by 6 at the first quarter break. Breasia Robinson is maybe the person you want to see at the free throw line, though. 30% on the year, 3 of 10. Robinson, the 6'3" center, gans it. And it's 16-10. Wildcats will not press with 2 seconds left to go in the first. And that's it. Florida A&M forces a 5-minute scoreless streak in the middle of the first quarter to take a 6-point lead at the end of one over Florida A&M. It's Rattlers 16, Wildcats 10. That was the first quarter of Tanasia Purefoy. 11 points in the first quarter, already over her season average. We'll be back right after this for the second. It's Wildcats and Rattlers on the CatEye Radio Network. Do you love Bethune-Cookman University sports? Of course you do. Then don't miss Hail Wildcats Radio, the podcast that takes you behind the scenes of all 15 Wildcat sports programs, hosted by voice of the Wildcats, Michael Turillo, and featuring the expertise of BCU sports information staff. Hail Wildcats Radio delivers unparalleled coverage of your favorite teams. Tune in to 1380 WELE Daytona Beach every Saturday to catch the show live or listen on your favorite podcast platform. New episode coming your way, not this week, but next week, as the Hail Wildcats Radio crew returns from their well-deserved holiday break.
It
Wildcats
is Moving Day today.
10, FAMU 16, start of the second quarter. Wildcats were held scoreless for a 5-minute, 45-second stretch in the middle of that first quarter. Madison Holden will start for the Wildcats as they control, and the all-white going left to right. Kiara Gregory back to Holden. She got blitzed off a screen, breaks out of the double team. Cross-court pass, Gregory wide open for a left wing three. Too strong. Maya Johnson can't get the rebound, but taps it back to Holden. Wildcats with a second opportunity. Holden to Johnson at the free throw line. Johnson hands back to Dorsey. Dorsey down low to Butler, left-hand baseline. Tries to go around a defender, spins and got fouled. Missed the layup. So Tyler Butler's going to go to the free throw line to start this second quarter. 60% from the stripe on the year. And Sabrina, you had a lot of thoughts at the end of that first quarter.
Did I? We need to switch our defense into a man when we get back on defense, because FAMU is running a motion 2-3 right now that really acts as a man.
Missed the first free throw.
It must be the hoop. I'm hoping it is. But I think once we move into a man defense, it'll give us the advantage to be in the Rattlers' face a lot more when it comes to taking these shots. Also, I would love for, I can't tell if that's an 11 or a 21.
Yeah,
right next to Amaya.
Butler got one of two. It's 11. It's Breasia Robinson.
Breasia Robinson, they need to foul her.
Long pass to Jackson, left-hand corner. Back to the top for McCarthy, who will reset for Florida A&M. First offensive possession of the second quarter for the all-black-clad Rattlers. Robinson wide open, top of the key. Long two, glass, rim, and in. 18-11 FAMU. Holden, double team to the left-hand corner. Lost the basketball, dives on the floor to get it back. Dorsey inside of the paint. Backs all the way up, keeps her dribble, and hands back to Gregory. Wildcats down 18-11 here early second quarter. Here's the screen from Butler. Gregory goes around it. Back down low to Butler on the pick and roll. She puts up a layup. Wild, no good. And the rebound comes down to Robinson. Out of bounds. It'll go to FAMU. My goodness. So Sinai Tyler's going to come back in for the Wildcats, replacing Tyler Butler.
I like this combo. I like Sinai and Amaya together. They really do feed off each other.
The Wildcats are really missing Alexandria Johnson right now. I can tell.
I said that was the best point guard they have right now, aside from Damani. But she's able to set the pace a lot different.
Here comes the Rattlers. Kick out, left-hand baseline jumper, no good.
No rebound.
The box out is there for the rebound and the foul. Robinson got grabbed by Sinai Tyler. No correction, Johnson. First foul on Johnson. So it'll be a fresh 20 for FAMU. Baseline in, basket they attack to listeners left. Purifoy flips it up to Jackson. Hands back to Purifoy. Nice pressure by Dorsey, but can't force a turnover. Purifoy switched onto by Johnson. Goes through all the way. Kicks it out. Extra pass. April hooks. Left-hand baseline. 10-foot jumper good. And a technical foul is going to be called against Maya Johnson.
I was very worried coming into this game, Mike, and it's just like all of my worries are coming to the surface. Foul trouble was one of the bigger things that I was worried about because they're both so physical. Both teams are so physical. This is going to be a long one. It's only the second quarter. We really need to regroup in the best way possible.
So it's a double technical.
Oh, my goodness.
April Hooks got the jumper. It's 20-11 FAMU. Wildcats, another big scoreless streak. A minute 31, one of their last 9 from the floor. Maya Johnson got one of them. I'm not sure who the other one was on. I'll have to wait for the...
On both teams.
No, Kiara Gregory is going to get it for the Wildcats. So no free throws, just a double technical. Wildcats on the ball, down by 9. Largest deficit of the game. Holden.
All right.
Off to Tyler.
A nice play.
And now Johnson. Ball still hasn't gone inside. Now it does to Tyler.
Nice.
Left-hand layup.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Gosh.
It goes all the way in and pops out. The Wildcats snake bitten, and then a pushing foul on the Wildcats on the rebound. We'll give the ball back to FAMU.
No, Mike, we really got to check the hoop because this has been happening all game.
Unbelievable.
All game. It's been in and out, in and out. Do you want to get in or which is it?
This is unbelievable. The Wildcats have missed probably 10 points on missed layups in this first half. It's crazy. It's crazy. Maya Johnson's going to come out, and Derasia Pitts is going to go in.
Jordan still has not checked into the game.
Yeah, none of the shooters have checked in. Jordan Brooks, Janessa Kelly have not checked in. FAMU, Camille Jackson trapped on the left-hand side. Traveled as he tried to get through the double team.
We're still in the game. It's just taking us a little bit slower than usual, but we're definitely still in the game.
Maya Giles-Jones comes back in, replacing Jackson for FAMU. Bethune-Cookman on the ball, down by 9, 20-11, shooting just 28% from the floor in the first half. You got to credit FAMU's defense.
Got to.
The Wildcats have struggled to get the ball inside the three-point line against this zone, as they just continue to pass the ball left and right beyond the three-point line. Now a bounce pass down low, lost the ball. Got it back before it goes out of bounds. Then Tyler, stretch pass to the left-hand side, driving as Dorsey throws up a layup. No good. Offensive rebound. Tyler put back, got fouled. And we'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
I still haven't seen any of our players driving yet. If they drive in, they stop midway past the free throw line, and they stop. They get scared. And we talked about this even at the last tournament that we had with ESPN. If they continue to drive, they're going to continue to foul them.
Sanai Tyler is going to go to the free throw line. Junior transfer from Trinity Valley Community College. First free throw good. Tyler on the year, a 61% free throw shooter, breaking a 227 scoreless streak for the Cats, and it's 20-12. And now we see Janessa Kelly get set to check in for the Wildcats.
I'm waiting. Jordan's next.
Second one good. 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 20-13. Here comes Janessa Kelly, and she'll take out Damani Dorsey. First time Dorsey has left the ball game. Dorsey only 2 points, 1 of 3 shooting. The Wildcats only have 10 rebounds in the game, getting out-rebounded by 5 right now, 15-10. FAMU on the ball. Here's Purifoy. Her 11 points leads all scorers. Cross-court pass to Hook. She takes the left wing 3. Good. 23-13, a 10-point lead for Florida A&M. Madison Holden dribbles the ball off her feet. That double team gets the ball off to Gregory. At the free throw line, here's Tyler. Left-hand dribble, hands it back. To the right-hand side is Gregory. In the corner with Tyler. Cross-court pass for Holden. Shovel to the corner. 3 on the way. Short. And a good box out by Robinson to get the rebound for Florida A&M. That was Janessa Kelly taking a 3 from the left-hand corner. Wildcats 0 for 4 on threes. FAMU up 10 with the ball. Going right to left. April Hooks on the left-hand wing looking for a pass. Picks up a dribble. Finds McCarthy top of the circle. Hands to Purifoy left-hand wing in front of the BCU bench. Purifoy blows by Gregory. Tips it back and gets the ball knocked out of bounds by Holden. 5 seconds on the shot clock for FAMU to work with. And here comes Shomari Phillips, another one of the three-point shooters for the Wildcats. Gregory comes out, replaced by Phillips. Baseline in, or sideline in, right near the baseline. 5 on the shot clock for Florida A&M. They go to April Hooks, who just hit that last 3. Fires another one, got it blocked. And Tyler grabs the rebound.
She don't want none of those no more.
Holden throws it underneath. Got lucky that it hit McCarthy on the way through out of bounds because no Wildcat was near that pass. Wildcats will inbound on the baseline. 5:43 to go in the first half, trailing by 10, 23-13. Holden to Kelly in the left-hand corner. Back to Phillips, who's just checked in. Holden looks for a screen. Across to Kelly. Long three. No good. Too strong. Another great box out by McCarthy and got fouled by Pitts.
It's like this game is not working for us.
Nope. Sinai Tyler's going to pick up the foul, her second. And Tyler Butler's going to check back in, replacing Sinai. Wildcats, 1 of 13 in the second quarter. 4 of 17 on the game. And they're down by 10. 5.5 to go first half. Purifoy goes right, then left, then goes to the left-hand corner. Down low it goes to Giles Jones on the extra pass. Throws one up. No good. Battle for the rebound. Grabbed by Dereja Pitts, and the Wildcats will get it back. Holden racing across the time stripe.
I need her to attack the paint.
Down low to Pitts. Left-hand layup. Got fouled. No good. But she'll go to the line. Wildcats are getting to the free throw line. This will be free throws 7 and 8 for the Wildcats. Only 4 free throws attempted for FAMU in the game.
So many things that we have to fix right now, Mike. And going into the second half, there has to be a complete change.
Both teams in the bonus after this. For the last 5 minutes of this first half, Dereja Pitts, first free throw good. Pitts, the freshman from Fort Meade and Winter Haven, Florida, just 16 points total on the year after that free throw make. Second one is also good, 2 of 2 from the line. Back to an 8-point game, 23-15. And Robinson's going to check back in for Florida A&M. The Wildcats don't really have an answer for Florida A&M's height right now between Robinson and McCarthy. 8-point lead in the ball for the Rattlers. Next whistle will be the media timeout here in the second quarter. Hooks to the left-hand corner for McCarthy. McCarthy dancing against Tyler. Pulls up for a long 2 and hits it baseline left.
That was beautiful.
Everything falling for FAMU right now. Back to a 10-point game, 25-15. Shamari Phillips back to the top for Holden. Holden goes left, guarded by Purifoy. Holden down low to Tyler. 2 steps, left-hand layup blocked by Jackson, excuse me. And in transition, a pull-up jumper from the left elbow is good by McCarthy, and it's 27-15. Timeout, Florida, and that'll be the media timeout in the second quarter. Wow. Wildcats 0 of 7 from the floor in the quarter. Their only points have been from the free throw line. Here in this second quarter, we'll take a break and be right back. It's a 12-point FAMU lead here at Moore Gymnasium. It's Bethune-Cookman Women's Basketball on the CatEye Radio Network. Wildcats down 27-15 at the 4:23 mark of the first half. Wildcats on the ball going left to right. Sinai Tyler with the free throw line, picks up a dribble back to Holden. Holden tries to blow by, extra pass, Tyler left-hand layup, and finally a field goal in the second quarter. They're now 1 of 8.
Mike, the lineup needs to shift. There's a power dynamic
Down low, easy layup for Robinson.
There's a power dynamic right now between the Rattlers and the Wildcats, and right now the Rattlers have been dominating. We need to attack the paint on offense and protect the paint on defense. There's not much aggressiveness that I have been seeing, so I'm hoping this last timeout with the media definitely gives us a different
step back long two, bad shot, really bad shot off the front of the rim. FAMU racing up the floor in transition. Jackson lost the ball. It's loose on the ground near the left-hand baseline. Wildcats will get possession as Jackson must have landed with his shoulder on the out-of-bounds line while diving for the basketball. One maybe saving grace for the Wildcats. The Wildcats have turned the ball over 7 times. That's the 7th Florida A&M turnover. But you look at points off turnovers, 4-2 in favor of Florida A&M. Points in the paint, 12-6 in favor of Florida A&M. Second chance points favor Florida A&M.
Jordan still hasn't checked in, and we have, I believe, Damani is back in.
Yep. Holden and Kelly go out. So we're going to go with a bigger lineup. Kaylin Peters runs the floor for the Wildcats. Tyler almost got the ball poked away from her on an entry pass. It comes back to Peters. You got double team, but left the floor wide open. Kick out, left-hand side. Dorsey,
nice.
5-foot runner from the left-hand baseline is good. Quick little 4-point swing for the Wildcats. Gets it back to a 10-point game, 29-19.
Wildcats are responding with a 3-2-2-3 motion.
Down low, nice pass to Jackson. Tough layup, no good defense by Phillips. Wildcats looking for a 3-bucket run here. Peters back to Phillips, top of the key. Back to Peters and now to Dorsey. Dorsey looks for the Tyler screen, goes right through a double team, floats it up off the front of the rim and in from the just inside the free throw line.
They're finding the answer. I don't think they like how the Rattlers was responding before the timeout. It really ignited something in them, so I hope they're able to carry on throughout the rest of the game with that.
Wildcats down 29-21 in the left-hand corner. April hooks a 3, off the heel, too strong. Rebound, batted around, out of bounds. Rattler ball, last touched by Derasia Pitts as she was battling with the taller Breasia Robinson. And once again, the height of FAMU giving the Wildcats a lot of trouble.
I was just about to say, I kind of like this matchup between Derasia and Robinson, but she's out the game right now.
She's going to be replaced by Tylen Payne, the South Haven, Mississippi native, transferred from Pearl River Community College. So 9 on the shot clock for Florida A&M, a second chance point opportunity here. Checking in from a sideline in on the far side, all the way to the backcourt, recovered by Purifoy. 7 on the shot clock. Purifoy hasn't scored in the second quarter, drives to a double team. Good defense, out of bounds. Wildcat ball off the rebound.
That's exactly what I was looking for when I said aggressiveness before that halftime. We didn't have that first quarter. We didn't have that the first half of the second quarter. So if we're finding that and responding to the Rattlers with the same energy that they're bringing to us, this might be a game that we want to watch.
Peters blows by Purifoy into the front court. Stops, and the Wildcats are on the offense with 2 minutes to go in the first half. Peters can't get in on a drive. Hands to Dorsey, left-hand wing, around the screen from Pitts. Dorsey pulls up for a long 2. It's short, and another great box out forces an over-the-back foul on Bethune-Cookman. Derasia Pitts is going to pick up her first foul. Very fundamental basketball by the post players for Florida A&M, and it's no surprise because their head coach is Bridget Gordon, who's one of the best post players in the country back when she played for Tennessee under legendary head coach Pat Summitt back in the 1980s. And because the Rattlers are in the bonus, that will put Breasia Robinson at the free throw line. Robinson 1 of 1, hit an and 1 earlier today on the season, shooting just 30%. Spins the ball on her right hand, takes the shot, misses it. Almost said that too soon as it hit off the heel and almost went in.
Wait, the way these hoops have been acting all game, we gotta wait.
FAMU scoreless over the last 2:13. Second free throw, no good. So 0 for 2 from the line. 1:48 to go first half, and the Wildcats finish the half with some momentum. Damani Dorsey leads the team with 6 points, has the ball on the left-hand wing, gets double-teamed off a screen. Hands to Kaylin Peters.
Woo!
Had a pass batted right back in her face by Purifoy. 13 on the shot clock. Going left and getting fouled is Gregory, and she'll go to the free throw line. That's Purifoy with the foul, her first. Shania Tyler has 3 fouls in this first half for the Wildcats. Nobody else more than 2 on either team. And now, again, I said both teams in the bonus, so Kiara Gregory will go to the free throw line. Not got to the free throw line much this year, just 3 of 6 from the charity stripe coming into the game.
Nice.
Kiara Gregory from a basketball family. Her stepbrother Trey played at Northern Kentucky at the D1 level and then overseas. Pro ball. And she sinks both free throws, 29-23. A 5-0 run for the Cats. With 1:20 to go. Here in this first half, Purifoy bounces the ball against Pitts up top.
Wildcats in a 3-2, back to a 2-3.
Purifoy, screen and 3. No good, too strong. Rebound. Grabbed by Dorsey, but a foul called on the rebound against Bethune-Cookman. And they're going to get Dorsey for a push-off.
Can we get a replay?
Her first foul, and that'll send FAMU to the free throw line again.
We got to be careful because it looked clean on my end.
That, to my count, is the 4th foul on Bethune-Cookman on a rebound here in this first half. And you know what that means? It means that FAMU's getting good position and on their box outs, and then BCU's having to illegally try to get through them. First free throw good for Sanaya McCarthy. McCarthy from Apopka, Florida, around the Orlando area. Also played flag football in high school as well as basketball. Second free throw good, so 31-23. The 6-0 Wildcat run halted by that foul.
Half-court press that was attempted. Oh,
triple team against Gregory. She goes to the ground. FAMU ball off the alternating possession off a tie-up. FAMU really aggressive. That's great game knowledge from FAMU, knowing they had the possession arrow right there.
And they always know that Robinson, she is left-hand dominant whenever she's driving. Always drives to the left side of the court.
Boy, oh boy, not a banner first half for the Wildcats. 30% from the floor, 0 of 5 from 3. They're only saving grace if they're 9 out of 10 from the free throw line. But Florida A&M has just been dominant in every facet of the game. And it's 31-23 FAMU with 1 minute to go in the first half. Wildcats looking for a stop and a score at least here at the end of the half. Purifoy scoreless in the second quarter after getting 11 in the first.
Wow.
It cycles around to the left-hand side, and a jump shot is going to be called a foul.
Deep side.
McCarthy pulled up for a baseline jumper. She got clattered into by Butler. Second foul on Butler. And McCarthy's going to go to the line for 2. McCarthy just sank 2. Now she's back at the line for 2 more.
I think that, honestly, she might end up being one of their best shooters towards the end of the season. She has a great shot on her.
McCarthy is their top scorer.
Yeah.
10.5 per game.
Well, then it's already been said then.
Jade Parks is going to check in for the last 51 seconds. And for the first time in the game, we're going to see Brooklyn Swan, the freshman from Gastonia, North Carolina, in for Florida A&M. 2 shots coming up for McCarthy. They try to extend a 31-23 FAMU lead. 8 turnovers in the first half for Bethune-Cookman. First one good for McCarthy. McCarthy played at Wekiva High School, made the state finals all 4 years.
Wow.
Only won 1 of them. Makes both. And it's back to a 10-point game after the Wildcats had cut it to just 6.
Nice little press that they have there.
Into the
Three-man
front court
weave.
for Dorsey. Gregory thought about the three away outside. 40 seconds to go first half. Gregory picks up a dribble, finds Phillips in the left-hand corner. Phillips tries to drive the baseline, gets double-teamed, gives it up to Gregory.
Right down the middle, please.
Gregory
Attack
around the screen,
paint.
steps back, doesn't take the shot, 5 on the shot clock. Dorsey drives in, jumper got fouled. You're right, nobody's going to the paint.
Nobody has attacked the paint this entire first 2 quarters, Mike. And that's the only thing. I don't know if they're intimidated by the height, but even if they do have height against us, they're going to foul us.
Zora Dorsey's going to go to the line. Her first time today. Last time we saw Dorsey, she had her career high 24 points.
Yes, she did.
In the last win for the Wildcats against Livingstone on the 6th of December.
She was attacking the basket. You know what I mean? I really hope that once they come out from the halftime, they attack the basket.
Yeah, every time it seems like there's an open lane, they just stop
right in the
and
middle.
kick it out.
Oh, my goodness.
And around the free throw line. First free throw good. And the second one is good for Dorsey. Wildcats heating up for the free throw line. 11 of 12 in the first half. That's the only thing keeping them in the game right now. Down by 8, 33-25.
Down there, run that trap, yes.
Shot clock off. Purifoy stepped out of bounds.
Exactly.
As she tried to get through the trap.
And I hate that it's happening in the 13.7 because, Mike, my worst fear right now is that they have all this aggression, they have all this energy, but coming into the third quarter, it's going to be gone. 10
seconds left. Wildcats will hold for the final shot. Pitts with the ball, hands off Gregory. Now drives all the way in, throws up a wild layup, no good. And that goes to the corner, and that's going to be the end of the first half. And they had a chance for the final shot and took a really bad one.
It does.
And that's the time where you do look for a kick out because there's 3 bodies right in front of you in the paint.
Mike, there is a lot of work that needs to be done. Sorry, it's so loud over here, but it's a lot of things that need to be done for the Wildcats when it comes to their aggressiveness, when it comes to their defense. All of that needs to be talked about when they're inside talking to coach. You know, maybe their lineup. I'm really hoping that even their lineup changes. Put some of their shooters in. Put some of the post players that are dominating because this has been a really, really tough game for the Wildcats, and they're only hanging on by the free throws right now.
Wildcats down by 8, 33-25 at the end of the first half. We'll be back in about 10 minutes with your first half stats. You'll go around the SWAC. Women's basketball actually started on Thursday, so a couple of games completed here in the SWAC so far, and we'll get you caught up on everything else going around the league. That's coming up at halftime. Right here, it's Florida A&M 33, Bethune-Cookman 28. You're listening to Bethune-Cookman University Women's Basketball on the CatEye Radio Network. Welcome back to more Gymnasium. Conference opener for Bethune-Cookman women's basketball as the Wildcats trail the Florida A&M Rattlers 33-25 at the break. Michael Zavillo, Sabrina Patine home, bringing you all the action here on the CatEye Radio Network. First of a doubleheader today. The men will play FAMU after this game wraps up. Here are your first half scoring totals. First for Bethune-Cookman, Damani Dorsey leads the way with 8. Kiara Gregory has 4, Tyler Butler has 3, Sinai Tyler has 2, Caleb Peters has 4, and Derasia Pitts has 4. And for Florida A&M, Tanasia Purifoy has 11, all in the first quarter. I think she took one shot in the second quarter, really cooled off. But guess who heated up in the second quarter? Breasia Robinson has 9, all in the second quarter. And McCarthy has 8, and Hooks has 5. That's it. So, team stats, rebounding in favor of Florida A&M, 22-16, 9-4 on the offensive glass. Second chance points, 6-3 in favor of FAMU. Rattlers 5 assists to the Wildcats 4. Both teams have turned the ball over 8 times. Points off turnovers 6-4 in favor of FAMU. Points in the paint 12-6 in favor of Florida A&M. Shooting percentages, Florida A&M 12 of 32, 37%, 1 of 6 from beyond the arc, and 8 of 10 from the free throw line. For the Wildcats, 29% from the floor, 7 of 24, including hitting just 3 field goals in the second quarter, all of them in the last 2 minutes. That's 29%, 0 of 5 from beyond the arc. What's keeping them in the game right now is they're 11 of 12 from the free throw line. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. But you're only down 8, and you showed a little bit of offensive fight back right there at the end of the second quarter.
We need to find our aggressiveness, Mike. That spark of energy that we did have towards the end of the second quarter, I'm really hoping that that pep talk that we had in the locker room during halftime was able to get the Wildcats riled up, because right now the Rattlers are on a trail, okay? We haven't been dominant in the post. We haven't been dominant in our field goal percentages. This is the time for us to really make a noise for us. I've always told ourselves, even since last season, that we've always been a second half team. And, you know, we have to be able to capitalize that. If we're going to be a second half team, and that's who we are, let's make sure that our fundamentals are right. Let's make sure that we're making the right passes, the right moves to get to where we need to get to.
Just 30 seconds to go till the start of the second quarter. Let's go around this rack real quick. There were 4 women's basketball games played on Thursday night. Southern, the prohibitive favorite to repeat as champions, beat Prairie A&M 70-55. Mississippi Valley in overtime took down Alabama A&M 74-72.
Wow.
Alabama State beat Arkansas Pine Bluff 71-65. Texas Southern beat Grambling State 61-58. We'll have more around this rack with some live scores in the fourth.
We're still in the
quarter.
game, Mike. We're only down by 8. It's just now we have to really make the small changes. Those small changes can really affect everything right now.
Wildcats will start with the ball in the second half by order of the possession arrow. Wildcats in the all-white, gold stripe down the side, trimmed in maroon. Wildcats on the front. Gold numbers with a maroon trim. FAMU in the all-black, orange trim on the neck and shoulders and the bottom of the pants. Green numbers with an orange trim, green FAMU with orange on the front. Wildcats start with the ball, and they'll go right to left in this second half. Kiara Gregory starts for the Cats. Sinai Tyler, who's got 3 fouls, kicks it out to Dorsey on the left-hand wing. Dorsey gets switched on to by Robinson. Dorsey tries to get around Robinson, who moves her feet well. Maya Johnson now, top of the key, gets the second half start for the Wildcats. Gregory pulls up for a long 3 straight on, no good. Johnson battling for the rebound, but it's grabbed by McCarthy, and Florida A&M gets a stop on their first possession. Here comes the 5-foot-tall Tanasia Purifoy. Got 11 in the game, all in the first quarter. Into the high post it goes for Jackson. She goes left against Tyler. Left-hand layup, no good, good defense. And then a turnover immediately as Maya Johnson tried to throw the ball ahead in transition. FAMU with the ball, back to the free throw line. It's turned over. Great heads-up basketball by Kaylin Peters to turn that ball over.
Nice.
Now Peters down low, behind the back pass to Dorsey.
Oh my gosh.
Layup good.
They need to clip that.
Wow.
I hope y'all clip that.
Kaylin Peters got the ball in the
That was
paint
beautiful.
and behind the back to
Oh, my
Dorsey for the
goodness.
easy layup. Wildcats down by just 6, 27-33. Great defense straight up by Johnson on a left-hand layup attempt by Jackson. And then the Wildcats can't secure
Gotta
the rebound
keep our
though.
hands on the ball, Mike.
Corner jumper, no good. Offensive rebound again for Robinson. Kick out to Purifoy. Thought about the long three, won't take it, guarded by Dorsey. Floated down low, Jackson can't control it, out of bounds, Wildcat ball. The Wildcats get lucky there.
That's
My goodness, I told you about the offensive rebounds. It's 10-4 on the
Wow.
offensive glass in favor of Florida A&M.
Those second chance places have really been helping the Rattlers stay ahead of the Wildcats.
Gregory in the front court. Here's the chance to Tyler, guarded by Jones. Tyler stopped to the free throw line. Now a drive in,
Nice
kick
pass.
to the corner. Johnson extra pass. Here's a three from Dorsey. Kaboom!
Energy that was transition. I don't know what was said in the locker room, Mike, but obviously my mood is higher than where it needs to be. The Wildcats are feeling great. They're playing much more poised than they were in the first half.
Down low, offensive
Charge!
foul!
Let's go!
Maya Johnson steps in and draws the charge on McCarthy.
Oh my goodness. That's all I
Wow.
want to see for the rest of the game, Mike. I don't want to see nothing else. Nothing else. I want that
Timeout
energy.
FAMU.
What
What
happened?
a start for the Cats in the second half.
What happened? I need that.
7-0 run for the Cats. They're down by just 3. Let's recap everything that happened real quick because it was a lot.
My
So there was
goodness.
the Wildcats came up empty on their first possession. Then they turned the ball over down there in transition.
all the way through. Caleb.
Gregory with the behind,
Yep.
sorry, Kaylin Peters with the behind the back pass. No look for Dorsey for the easy
Right
layup.
up. Then the three. Cannot forget about that three to make it a three-point game
And
against the Rattlers.
guess who the hero of that play was? Maya Johnson.
Yes.
Because Johnson got the ball in the post, realized she'd drawn the double team, and kicked it out to Dorsey for the wide open three.
You know what my hopes are for Amaya this year? She has the body built size for it. She has the fundamental. I'm just hoping that Kayla Clark is here too. I hope that she really, talks and, becomes a mentor to both of them so that she can get those aggressiveness. Because that's the only thing she's missing. She's so soft when it comes down here, She has the big body. It's like she's shy. I want her to, shed that shy skin out. Step into the aggressiveness and continue to be that because she could be a big playmaker for the Wildcats this season.
Conference play is here, and now is the time to secure your season tickets to see Bethune-Cookman basketball in action all semester. Season tickets start at just $80. Don't miss your chance to be part of the more madness. Visit the BCU box office or go online to bcuathletics.com/tickets today. That's bcuathletics.com/tickets. Season tickets on sale now. Of course, student tickets are always free here at Ward Gym. Basketball returns to Moore Gymnasium next Thursday, January 8th, as BCU women's basketball hosts Southern at 7 p.m. Both teams are in action on Saturday, January 10th, a doubleheader against Grambling State, and then the men host Grambling that Monday as well. Student admission is free. Our general admission tickets are on sale at bcuathletics.com/tickets. We'll be back on TV next week on youtube.com/CatEye Network, or always at bcuathletics.com/radio. Wildcats with the ball, down 3, a 7-0 run to start this third quarter. Kiara Gregory doubted by Purifoy. Purifoy strips her the ball, and FAMU gets a turnover. Purifoy, coast to coast, gets in the lane, got fouled, and if that's on Tyler, that's her fourth.
Gotta be careful with those.
Nope, it's on Dorsey, that's her second. But a chance for Tanija Purifoy to get her first point since the first quarter. She saw 4 of 8 in the first half, had 11 points, was 3 of 3 from the free throw line.
I think that's her season high so far.
It's above her season average for sure. She also leads the team in steals with 16. Got her 17th this season right there. She robbed Gregory of the basketball out high. First free throw was good. And the second free throw is no good. Rebound by Tyler. Wildcats now down 4. Here comes the press for FAMU.
Was she?
Nice job of using the middle. Dorsey in the middle. Pulls up for a 10-foot jumper. Got it blocked. Johnson
Nice
saves
pass.
it, but it comes straight to Robinson. And FAMU ahead to Purifoy, wide open layup good.
FAMU is going to press the Wildcats.
The press is causing us all sorts of problems, as it has for the entire coaching reign of Coach Creighton Del Rosario. Into the front court. Open for Peters on the right wing side. Peters will slow it down.
We got to be able to draw out those defenders so that we can have a wide open lane in the post. There it goes.
Easy steal on top for Jackson. Left-hand layup, no good, but nobody there except Maya Giles-Jones for the putback.
The moment they start to drag out those defenders and create that open space, they're going to continue to press and run up that score on us.
Just like that, a 5-0 run makes it an 8-point game again, 38-30.
And spread out. Stop being so close to one another. Thank you.
Kick out. Dorsey, left wing three again. Oh, it's good. Front iron, back iron in.
Goodness.
38-33. BCU looking for some stops here after getting 2 threes early in the quarter from Damani Dorsey, who's heating up. Purifoy through a double team into the paint, up and under, no good. Johnson with the rebound. And she taps it to Tyler. Wildcats go quickly. Dorsey running the floor, alone against 3 defenders. She'll slow it up and wait for her teammates to track back. Cross-court pass to Peters. And back to Gregory. Gregory to Dorsey, still beyond the free throw line. Wants the screen set.
She's not setting it correctly.
Goes around the screen. Floater, good. Dorsey's on a heater.
I need a little bit more aggressiveness when she sets that pick, because at that point, the defender could read where Damani is going. You know, God forbid, that would happen in.
Dorsey up to 16 points as a game high.
There she goes. There go that D-Money.
35-38, Wildcats back down by 3. Purifoy takes an open 3, no good. Tyler fighting for the rebound. It's a jump ball, FAMU with the possession arrow, as Robinson tied up Tyler Butler. As the Wildcats are gonna make 3 subs. Madison Holden, Janessa Kelly, and Sinai Tyler all come in for the Cats. Tyler gotta be careful, she's got 3 fouls. No, she's got 2 fouls, excuse me. Peters is the one that has 3 fouls.
Right.
So a baseline in for Florida A&M. 11 seconds on the
running
shot
a football
clock.
play right now. This is a football play.
Everybody on the baseline. Now they gump up.
Look at that
throws it all the way on top to their top scorer, McCarthy. McCarthy guarded by the much shorter Janessa Kelly. McCarthy's going to attack her. Pull up from the free throw line. Good.
And you know what? I really like her. I like how she plays. She plays with such finesse.
Dorsey on a heater right now. Drives left baseline and resets to Holden. A cross-court pass to Kelly. Nice. Kelly to Johnson at the free throw line.
Attack, Amaya.
Johnson back to Holden. 14 on the shot clock. Back to Johnson, top of the key.
There we go.
Johnson puts the ball on the floor. Hand off Dorsey. Drill drive into the lane. Floater off the front of the rim. Comes right back to her, but she loses out to Purifoy. Purifoy runs the floor against Holden. Euro step. Blocking foul against Holden.
Her body fell before her legs did.
And that'll put Purifoy back to the line where she's 4 of 5.
I'm loving this energy because the first half was so slow, Mike. So slow and chaotic. I have never seen anything like it. But now everything is starting to be a little bit more controlled in the first half for sure. So I'm hoping that the Wildcats are able to, you know, get a grasp on what's working for them.
So we're at the media timeout of the third quarter. The Wildcats have already scored as many points, 10, as they did in the entirety of the first quarter.
If you want to talk about who my player of the game is so far, it's Kaylin Peters and Damani Dorsey. It's hard to, you know, towards the end of the half, I'll probably have a certain answer. But right now, Kaylin Peters has been showing up since the first quarter, you know, and I hope I see a little bit more of her this year. She's controlled. She's making great shots. So that pass on the bottom was amazing itself. Damani is showing up as Damani as well, you know. So I'm hoping that the energy feeds off to the rest of the players who are on the court right now.
Follow the Cats like never before and listen to every CatEye Network broadcast live for free. Just head to bcuathletics.com/radio on your computer or mobile device there. The hometown radio call of every Wildcat home game and select road games for free. Don't miss a second of the action. That's bcuathletics.com/radio. Bethune-Cookman down 5, 40-35.
It's still anybody's game.
Wildcats shooting 4 of 7 from the floor here in this third quarter. They have hit 2 out of 3 on threes, all from Damani Dorsey. 7 points in the quarter for FAMU, 3 for Purifoy. McCarthy also has 2, and Miles Jones has 2.
Yeah, right now we're leading the third quarter by 3 points against FAMU. And I think right now FAMU, the way that the coach is talking to them right now, it's with sternness. Everybody has ears up. The third quarter is what changes the trajectory of the game. We got 4 minutes and 47 seconds left. Who's going to take control? Because whoever takes control is going to go into the fourth quarter with that.
And Bridget Gordon now in her 3rd season as the head coach of Florida A&M. Former SEC Female Athlete of the Year in 1989 at Tennessee under Coach Pat Summitt. 4-time All-SEC first team. Won 2 national championships and was the Final Four MVP in 1989.
Wow.
Played for Team USA and won gold at the Olympics in Seoul, South Korea in 1988. Played in the WNBA and overseas in Italy before coming back and starting her coaching career. Has been an assistant coach at Stetson, Wichita State, Tennessee, Kansas State, Cincinnati, and New Mexico State before being hired as the head coach of Florida A&M a couple years ago. And it hasn't really worked out for her. I mean, her teams have gone 6-23, 9-21, and 9-20, and have started this year 1-10.
Right.
But if there's an unproven coach in this league, well, I kind of trust to turn it around. It might be Bridget Gordon.
Yeah.
So Tanaja Purifoy will go to the free throw line after the blocking foul on Madison Holden prior to that immediate timeout to try and extend this 5-point lead for Florida A&M. It's 40-35 FAMU here in the conference opener for both schools. 4:47 to go here in the third, and now we're going to go to the monitor to review something.
Okay. Zamani's leading right now with 18.
They are currently reviewing whether Damani's foot was on the line
For
on
the
one of her threes.
Oh, wow, okay. So I think it was, no, it's good. It was a 3.
Yeah, so it was a 3. So the score remains 40-35 with Tanaja Purifoy, who is a 78% free throw shooter.
Yeah.
4 of 5 from the line, gonna go back to the charity stripe. Purifoy, 14 points to lead her team. Dorsey's got 18 points to lead all scorers. Tanaja Purifoy from Pensacola, Florida on the Panhandle. First 2 college seasons at Chipola College in the NCJAA. First free throw is good. Second free throw good.
Press ran by the Rattlers. They're definitely running a much aggressive one. Always
And
get to that middle. Look
they
at
got the front court. Dorsey scrambled to get the ball in the left-hand wing. She resets the hold and 18 on the shot clock.
Janessa Kelly's in, so it's definitely going to be some movement made right there.
Kelly, straight on 3,
Ooh,
no
almost.
good.
She's hot, though. I'll tell
Flying
you
through
that
for
much.
the rebound is Robinson, and FAMU gets a stop. Nice screen and 3 for Kelly, though. That was an open look.
Yeah.
Purifoy now with 16 points. 42-35, FAMU on top.
This one,
and with the basketball.
This one
In the corner, here's Swan. Correction, McCarthy. McCarthy on Holden around the screen. Kicks it back to Purifoy for the shot clock. 3, McCarthy straight on 3, too short. Hit the rim, goes out of bounds. It'll be a Wildcat ball.
This 1-4-4, the defense that the Wildcats have been running for the last 2 minutes has been really helpful for them when it comes to the post. We talked about protecting the house, and I think that was a great way to do a little transition because the one before wasn't working at all.
Dorsey against Swan on the left-hand wing. Swan pressures her. She's forced to retreat to the top of the key. To Kelly in the right-hand wing now. Back to Dorsey between the circles. Dorsey asks for a screen. She'll get it. Throw the pick and roll to Tyler. Got her shot blocked. Got her shot blocked by Robinson. Here comes FAMU with Purifoy against Holden. Purifoy dancing in the paint, going all the way underneath. Bounce pass to the corner. Grabbed by McCarthy, and she'll reset. 20 on the shot clock for FAMU. Into the corner for Giles Jones. Down low it goes.
Nice
and a great block by Johnson on Brooklyn Swan. And a 14 seconds on the play clock left for FAMU as Jordan Body checks back in, the junior out of Sanford, Florida, transfer from Austin P. Baseline in, Purifoy looks at Trigger. Up to the top for Body, who's just checked in. 41-35, FAMU with the lead in the ball, 3 minutes to go in the third quarter here of the conference opener for both of these schools. Body against Kelly, down low, great catch by Swan, but the defense does a great job and forces a shot clock violation. Maya Johnson really great on that position, got a block and forced a shot clock violation there.
I'm happy. As long as she's starting to peel out that shell, nothing makes me happy because she has the potential to be one of the great post players here at Bethune-Cookman University.
Addison Holden controls for BCU. FAMU drops back into a half-court defense, almost a turnover on an entry pass, but Tyler does collect it. Dorsey fakes the three, gets past one defender, in the corner for Holden. Around a double screen, nobody followed her. That leaves Dorsey wide open for three from the corner. No good. Dorsey follows her shot, gets the rebound, hand off Tyler into the paint. Through a double team, putting it up as Tyler got fouled.
As long as she got the foul.
Yes, tonight Tyler got fouled.
As long as she has that one. That's one I was really, really looking forward to.
Breasia Robinson picks up the foul. Second personal foul for her. 41-35. That took a point off the board for FAMU. I wonder why.
Probably. That's actually interesting. I didn't know that.
It was 42-35. Now it's 41-35.
I guess it wasn't a three that she shot. It was probably a two.
Going to the line for two free throws is tonight Tyler. First one good.
Nice.
Tyler 0 for 3 from the floor in the contest, but has 3 rebounds and a block. Second free throw short, only the second free throw missed by the Wildcats in the game.
Which makes me happy.
41-36.
That makes me happy.
FAMU on top and with the basketball through Purifoy. Against Holden, top of the key, now goes to the right-hand wing, gets a screen, drives left to the lane, and got her shot rejected.
She can watch Holden.
Holden in transition throws the ball away. Looking for Kelly in the corner, just threw it way over her head, and Coach Theus actually picks that one up.
Ball's in his hands now.
Wildcats, 14 turnovers in the contest.
Yeah.
That one a bad one because it was right after a turnover of their own. Camille Jackson controls for FAMU, and she throws the ball away.
There it goes. That's another one.
Threw it right into the scorer's table as she tried to get across half court. Well, both teams have a really cheap turnover, and it's back to the Wildcats, down by 5 with 1:59 to go third quarter. Winning the third 11-8 right now. Would love a strong run here in the last 2 minutes.
Trying to save all this energy.
Holden entry pass, top of the circle to Tyler. Tyler down low to Tyler Butler. Butler goes up, got fouled.
That's what I like to see.
And Breasia Robinson is pleading her innocence, but
no,
I mean,
she was powering over her.
She got a shoulder charge, and Tyler Butler ended up with her back on the floor from a shoulder bump. That's a foul. Not sure what you're arguing right there.
She was countering over her. Yeah. You got to be clear with that.
So Tyler Butler's going to go to the free throw line. The graduate student transfer from Coastal Georgia. Averaged 10.7 points and 8.1 rebounds. Almost a double-double last year for Coastal Georgia. This year, averaging 5 points, 5 rebounds. So about half of her production from last year. Of course, stepping up from the NAIA Level 2 Division I. Her first free throw is no good, too strong. Wildcats haven't gotten to the line as much in this third quarter. That's just the third free throw they've shot. Here's the fourth one. It's good. And it's a 4-point game, 37-41. Wildcats now bring the full court press. Jackson throws it into the front court. It's grabbed by Giles Jones. She drives the lane. Left-hand layup, good.
That was good.
Quickly breaking the press is FAMU and are rewarded with an easy bucket. Back to a 6-point game. Dorsey. Entry pass to the left-hand, low block. Back out it comes to Kaylin Peters. Peters driving against Jackson all the way in. Right-hand layup, good. Just blew straight by Jackson and got the layup.
Girl, I'm telling you right now, Kaylin is doing the thing. Driving. Those 3-point shots.
Here's Jackson for FAMU against Dorsey. Jackson left-hand drive, pulls up and got fouled.
Oh,
yes,
that
that's a
was clean.
shooting space.
Ah.
Shooting space foul. Didn't give her a space to land.
Write that one down.
She pulled up at the free throw line after a step back.
Yeah.
Demani Dorsey got clean on the ball, but then kicked into her with her legs.
Yeah.
So it'll be 2 shots for Camille Jackson, the senior guard out of Chicago, Illinois, transfer from Miami, Ohio. Jackson missed the start of the season with an injury. Has only played in the last 3 games, but has seen plenty of minutes tonight. 23 minutes for Camille Jackson. That's second most on the team behind Purifoy. First free throw good. The Wildcats have pulled close, but have not really been able to get there.
Yeah.
Down by 5 now. They've pulled it to within 4 a couple of times, but FAMU's had the answer every time. Jackson misses the second free throw, but an offensive rebound for Tylen Payne. And then she lost the ball to Holden. Great steal on the baseline.
That's what I like to see.
Ahead to Peters. Got blocked from behind, but got her own miss. Peters in traffic. Lost the basketball. Still battling for it in the corner. FAMU ball.
Let me calm down, y'all. Let me calm down, because I definitely got overly hyped.
Missed opportunity.
Oh, it's Wildcat ball,
No,
though.
Wildcat ball. They changed the call.
I did get overly hyped. It's my fault. I'm going to calm down, Mike.
So great defense by Holden to steal the ball on the baseline. She threw it ahead to Peters, who ran the floor. McCarthy got back and blocked the layup by Peters, and then a scramble to the right baseline, and it'll be a Wildcat ball after it dribbled out of play.
I guess you could call this a case of unfortunate events.
This whole game has been that for both teams.
A case of unfortunate events.
That'd be a series of unfortunate events.
Yes, there it goes.
Yeah. Great series of children's books by Lemony Snicket. Series of unfortunate events.
I was a reader when I was younger, guys.
Oh, me too. I love the series of unfortunate events. Madison Holden, 45 seconds to go in the quarter, controls the basketball.
Nice.
Tries to get by Body.
Come on.
Shakes her and hits the jumper.
That's what we're looking for. More gymnasium is bringing that energy that we were looking for all game.
3-point game.
A block!
And a block.
Again!
Blocked down low.
Well, I hope they did not call a foul for that, because that's Wildcat ball.
And they called Jackson for FAMU for a foul on the breakout.
Okay.
The ball went down low. A layup attempt by Body got rejected
I'm trying
by
to calm
Tyler
down,
Butler.
But this is what I was looking for this entire game. This reminds me of the last game we had against FAMU last season when it went to overtime.
Full court press. Holden breaks it into the front court, gets around Purifoy, into the corner. Driving is Peters, throws up a layup. Foul. Sorry, that was Gregory.
She got that and one, Mike.
Gregory on the foul. Will go to the line for 2 and a chance to move
Take
within 1.
What do they say in football? Move those chains. Oh, man.
The chat on YouTube is loving you getting hyped there. Shout out to everybody listening to us. Of course, HBCU Go has the TV rights to the game, so it's audio only for us today. So, Kiara Gregory at the line for the Wildcats. First free throw. Good. Really high-pressure free throws here for Gregory.
You know, this is the type of momentum we need going into the men's game.
Gregory, an elite scorer at the junior point level, at the junior college level, 1,000 points over 2 seasons for Danville Community College.
Wow.
She sinks both. It's 1-point game. Rattlers 44, Wildcats 43. 15 seconds to go in the third. FAMU has the ball going left to right. Wildcats looking for a big stop here. Purifoy against Holden. Here comes the horn set. Purifoy goes right. Holden tracks her all the way into the paint. She lost the basketball. Wildcats have the ball.
You would think with all this energy, Mike, it's the 4th quarter, but this is the momentum we've been looking for all quarter, all game, into the 4th one. This is our chance to take. I don't think we've bled the game for more so 2 or 3 points.
There was only 0.5 seconds on the clock after Purifoy turned the ball over.
Yeah.
So that's the end of the third. The Wildcats end on a 6-1 run. They outscore FAMU 18-11 in the quarter, and it's a 1-point game going into the 4th. The more gym crowd, a late arriving crowd, now it's packed out like it normally is in here, is excited. We'll take a break, and when we come back, Four's up. We're headed to the final frame after this. You're listening to Bethune-Cookman University basketball on the CatEye Radio Network. Start of the fourth quarter here at Moore Gym, and the Wildcats have made it a game. A 6-point swing at the end of the third makes it a 44-43 Rattler lead as we go to the fourth. Wildcats outscoring Florida A&M 18-11 in that third quarter.
You got to keep that energy, Mike, going into this last quarter. This one controls everything.
Both of these teams looking for their first D1 win of the year. Holden blows by Purifoy. Mid-range jumper,
nice.
Got it! Great start to the quarter for Madison Holden.
Is that a foul?
Shot is good.
But there was
foul
a foul
afterwards. But 45-44, first Wildcat lead of the game. Purifoy controls for FAMU, guarded by Holden. Entry pass top of the circle to Robinson. She goes down low. Floater, good. Right over Tyler Butler.
This quarter is about to be a back and forth quarter.
46-45. Holden runs the point for the Wildcats. Looks for an entry pass. It comes to Butler. Butler back to the top for Holden. Holden tries to get by Purifoy. Looks for the screen. Now the screen goes back.
I need her to
Peters.
drive.
Driving left-hand line. Peters. Bounce pass back to Holden. Takes a left wing three. Too strong. Scramble for the rebound, and FAMU wins it.
Right into their hands.
A breakout coming up. Here's Body all the way against Holden.
Charge!
Offensive foul!
Oh! Yes!
Holden got back and got in
Yes!
position.
Yes again! That's what I like to see.
Wonderful defense by Madison Holden, one-on-one.
She practically flew, so if they didn't give it to her, I wouldn't have agreed with that call at all. She practically flew.
Third foul on Jordan Body. Holden against Purifoy into the front court.
Purifoy did not like that call. A little aggressive where she's coming from.
Sinai Tyler got bumped to the back, trying to come back for the basketball. Tyler down low to Butler. Back up top to Gregory. Gregory goes left against Body. Gets into the paint, floats it up. No good. Rebound FAMU.
I need somebody to cut to the top of the free throw line and cut right down to the post. It's open every time.
Damani Dorsey getting set to check back in, probably for the last time, as she'll play the rest of the game. Entry pass to the free throw line for Jones. Jones working inside on Butler. Jones misses the shot. Great defense by Tyler Butler.
Was.
Wildcats still down by one. Have missed their last two shots.
They're running the triangle at this point. This is really what I want to see on the post.
Holden, hands off. Peters, left-hand wing. Peters around a screen. Into the paint. Throws it to the corner, but it's going to be a foul called. And they're going to get Giles Jones for a push on FAMU. That's the third foul on Giles Jones.
I was about to say, I hope they don't take Kaylin out just yet. She is
Holden's going to come out for Dorsey. Wildcats with a baseline in under the basket that they attacked. The listeners left. 7:58 to go in the game. Maya Johnson's also to come in for Sinai Tyler, who's dealing with some foul trouble.
I like this lineup, though. This is really good. We got great post coverage on the bottom. We got great forwards.
I'm not sure what they just called right there.
She touched it, I think.
Oh, did they get a technical foul against Body?
I didn't mean to laugh.
Yes, Jordan Body just got a technical foul for Florida A&M. I'm not sure what for.
Yelling? It can't be for yelling.
Because we had a double technical called in the
Yeah.
first half, and now just a tech, and now
All right.
Damani Dorsey's going to go to the line and potentially give the Wildcats the lead and the basketball here.
Yes.
That's a big call.
Yeah, and that's also a call that changes the trajectory of everything.
So free throws for Dorsey. Got the first one. 19 for Damani Dorsey. She's going to make me go look up that season high that she had against Livingston a month ago. Almost exactly a month ago. So the two free throws were made. Wildcats on top 47-46.
I have never been more locked in than ever.
That season high was 24.
24, that was from the ESPN show.
Yep. Wildcats with the ball. Layup, no good by Gregory. Rebound for FAMU. Pushing in transition is McCarthy. She goes coast to coast. Hands the body off the glass. No good. Rebound to the Wildcats. Tyler Butler grabs the miss. Wildcats by one in the basketball. 7:40 to go in the contest. The season opener for both of these teams in SWAC play. Gregory controls the point. Here comes Hornset. Gregory goes right. Back to Johnson, top of the key. Johnson across to Peters. Peters around the Johnson screen at the top of the key. Drives the lane against Jackson. Got the foul called against Jackson.
Nice. Earlier, before the keys to the game, I said it was going to be discipline versus defense. The defense is already there. Since we're in the fourth quarter, who is more disciplined to win this game? Who's more poised? Less mistakes. Fundamentals need to be writing out.
Baseline in for the Cats. Gregory works back to the top of the key with 19 to shoot. Gregory around the Johnson screen, fires a three, too strong.
Almost.
Oh, that's an over the back, surely.
Nobody called that.
No call against Robinson as she went over the top of Johnson. Wildcats up by one. Rattlers have the ball. Floater from Jackson, no good. Rebound, tap back, Wildcat ball.
Take it all the way. She needs
Kaylin
to drive.
Peters in transition. She goes all the way over Purifoy and scores the bucket.
Purifoy takes it down. So everybody slows up the chains. Wildcats jump right into a 3-2 defense.
Apologies, we're having some trouble with the booth cam. I think I've fixed it now. 49-46, Wildcats on top. FAMU with the ball. At the free throw line, Giles Jones goes left, layup good. And the foul. Wow.
Woo,
That's a
this is
late
going to be
call.
a close game, Mike. I'm not going to lie to you. And I think the only reason why she got that call is because Maya dropped her foot a little bit too early, which gave her the, Maya Johnson was able to, she dropped her foot too early and gave her the open lane.
So a chance to tie the game at the free throw line for Maya Giles Jones, the transfer from Fordham, originally from Fayetteville, North Carolina. Redshirted her 2023-24 season due to injury. Last year at Fordham, only averaged 6 minutes a game. Free throw good to tie the game at 49, 6.5 to go.
Is this a deja vu of our last encounter with FAM going into overtime?
Peters to Gregory. Gregory almost lost the handle. Gets it back from Tyler in the corner. Back to the top. It cycles around to Dorsey. Dorsey against the taller Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. Down low it goes. Battle for the ball. Jump ball. Possession arrow to FAMU. That was Tyler Butler and Maya Giles Jones battling for the loose ball. They tried to get to the post, but Giles Jones had the front right there. With 5 on the shot clock, the Wildcats desperate to try and make something happen. That wasn't a great possession right there.
It really wasn't.
There wasn't enough movement to try and draw the defense out. Tie game at 49, 6 minutes to go.
A quarter press. Tamani is waiting for them right at the logo.
Remember in the last game they won against Livingston at the ESPN Invitational?
Yes.
They ran the full court press pretty much the whole game. Haven't really seen it at all today.
No, I haven't. I think they were more focused on, well, honestly, I'm glad that they did it because FAMU is faster than us. They have been outrunning us this entire game. So if we ran the press, if any little mix-up, oh no, they took Kaylee Peters out.
Yeah, Shamari Phillips is going to come in for her.
Okay. Any little mix-up that could have happened during the press would have been really detrimental for the Wildcats. So I'm glad they didn't press as much until it was needed.
FAMU crosses the time stripe, 5:58 to go in a tie game at 49. Purifoy, entry pass, top of the key to Jackson. Jackson working down low, pulls up, got it.
Damn.
From 10 feet away, over Butler. 51-49, FAMU on top. Holden almost got stripped by Purifoy, who claps at her.
Needs that.
Dorsey, top of the key. Gets the screen. Here's
it.
Holden. Looking for the entry pass. Holden drives left
Nice.
baseline, spinning in the lane. Checks it back to Butler. Almost got the ball ripped away, finds Dorsey with 5 to shoot. Dorsey up on top. Holden with 3 to shoot. To the free throw line. Hoists a shot up, no good. Battle for the rebound, loose underneath, comes to Tyler Butler. Butler trying to stay in bounds, she can't. She stepped on the baseline. Wildcats have turned the ball over 14 times in the contest. Florida A&M has 17 turnovers. FAMU, once again, trying to turn this thing around, currently on a 5-0 run. After the Wildcats took a big lead, they've come back to take the lead 51-49, and they'll have the ball after the Wildcats are now 1 for 5 of their last trips down the floor.
Really doing what they need to do.
The Wildcats got really hot at the beginning of the third and the beginning of the fourth, and they've cooled way off again.
Yeah, and that's what I was worried about. I didn't want them going with that energy and losing it halfway towards the end when it mattered the most. I want them to keep
Jackson at the free throw line, guarded by Holden. Turnaround jumper, too strong. Holden grabs the rebound. Holden looking to push the pace.
Drive
she
all
goes
the way.
coast to coast. Lost the handle, out of bounds. No foul, no call. FAMU basketball. I think that's saying she was out of control.
Yeah, she didn't release the ball at a time there. She released it as soon as she was on the line. If she would have released it just a second earlier, they probably would have called the foul on her.
That's the media timeout of the fourth quarter. Florida A&M has forced 6 straight scoreless trips down the floor for the Wildcats, but still, they only lead by 2, 51-49. It'll be FAMU ball after this final media timeout of the contest. Nike is the official outfitter of the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats. Gear up on the newest BCU Nike gear at Nike.com/Bethune-Cookman Wildcats. And make sure you are representing Bethune-Cookman University Athletics to the fullest, featuring all new items. Buy the latest BCU gear online at the Bethune-Cookman online store. Go to BCUathletics.com and click on shop to find the newest BCU clothing and apparel. That's BCUathletics.com. Click on shop. Let's take a look at some out-of-town scores around the SWAC right now.
Ooh.
It's halftime. Jackson State 24, Alcorn State 23. Prairie View A&M and Grambling State, Texas Southern and Southern, Alabama A&M and Arkansas Pine Bluff, and Alabama State and Mississippi Valley, all games later this afternoon as the first weekend of SWAC women's basketball play wraps up. It'll be the men coming up later after this one. About 30 minutes after this first game ends, it'll be the men taking on Florida A&M.
I'm excited, man.
Men's basketball after facing the toughest strength of schedule in the country on preseason metrics.
I like to think of it as practice. You know what I mean? Though that was I think Arizona, that was the one I was really excited to go see just because Bryce was playing. But he wasn't playing this year. But all of these other teams that the Wildcats have been able to endure, I think that gave them enough time to really set up what they're looking for this season. Gramblin's coming out really hot. That's one of the teams that has been doing great so far in preseason as well too. But like you said, none of this matters. This is where conference starts today.
Bethune-Cookman 49, Florida A&M 51. 4 minutes and 51 seconds left in the ball game. FAMU has possession. Going left to right in the all black. Wildcats in the all white going right to left here in this second half. Here we go. Who will be clutched down the stretch? A 5-0 run for FAMU, a 2-minute scoreless streak from ECU have allowed the Rattlers to retake the lead, and they control with Purifoy to our right.
She's going to drive right down the middle, clearing her space out.
Walks to the right-hand wing, looking for an entry pass. Purifoy floats it back on top to Jackson. To the left-hand corner. Here's a long two. In and out. Offensive rebound for Giles Jones. Put back good. Nobody there for the Wildcats to contest that one. 53-49. 4-point lead for Florida A&M. And a 7-0 run for the Rattlers here. Gregory around a horn screen to the right. Back on top for Butler. Shamari Phillips takes the left wing three. Way too strong. Rebound Giles Jones. 7 scoreless trips down the floor for the Wildcats. Their scoreless streak at almost 3 minutes.
Giles Jones is waiting for that rebound pass.
Going cold at the wrong time here late in the fourth quarter for Bethune-Cookman. They came all the way back to take the lead. Down low, Jackson working on Butler. Back to the top. Mid-range jump shot, no good. Rebound, dribbles out of bounds, Wildcat ball.
Yep, right on her body.
That mid-range jumper was Breasia Robinson, the 6'3" sophomore transfer from Florida Tech. And that's not really her shot. I wondered why she launched that one from almost three-point range.
Yeah.
As I launch my pencil off the table.
Twinsies.
Wildcats get another stop. They've forced 17 FAMU turnovers, but only 13 points off those turnovers. Down by 4. 3:40 to go, need buckets and need them now. Kaylin Peters getting set to check back in. They need to find Damani Dorsey.
Yeah.
20 points in the game, 10 of those in the third quarter. She had 10 of the 18 third quarter points for the Wildcats, including 2 threes.
She worked really hard for her senior year. She knew exactly what she came into this season for, prep.
Gregory throws it back to the top. Dorsey controls. Guarded by Purifoy. Between the circles, here's Peters. Drives back, hands off. Now, here's Peters. Got her shot rejected. But it comes right back to Dorsey, 10 to shoot. Dorsey. Double team, got to the top. Peters drives, left-hand layup. Off the glass and in.
Gets it right back.
Wildcats need to stop, down 2, 3 minutes to go.
Press.
They'll let Purifoy walk up the time stripe. 3 minutes exactly left in the contest. Dorsey, the preseason defensive player in the year of the SWAC, guarding Purifoy. Bounce pass top of the circle to Jackson. Jackson drives left to a double team, takes a 15-footer, banks it in.
That backboard is there for a reason.
Camille Jackson, only her second bucket of the game, extends the lead back to 4 for FAMU. Gregory to Tyler. Left-hand corner, Dorsey. Down low, deflected pass for Butler. Gets fouled by the much smaller Purifoy. Nice mismatch down there.
This entire game has been a mixed match, if you think about it.
Only the second personal foul on Purifoy. Rattlers lead this fourth quarter 11-8, but are on a 9-2 run over the last 4 minutes. This is kind of mirroring the first quarter, right? Where the Wildcats started by hitting a couple of shots and then just went ice cold from the field.
We got to find a neutral playing level that's working with us.
First free throw rattles in for Sanai Tyler. Tyler 0 for 3 from the floor tonight, but does have a team-high 5 rebounds. As she leads the team in rebounds, averaging 6.5 on the season. Second free throw good.
Nice.
The free throw shooting for the Wildcats has been excellent, as Coach Creighton is going to take a timeout. Down by 2, 2:25 to go. Wildcats need stops. Down 2, 2:25 to go. What are you dialing up right now on defense if you're Coach Chanel?
You got to drive.
No, on defense.
Oh, on defense. I'm so sorry. I heard offense. I don't want to go possibly into man, but I think that's the best thing to do is stick into a zone, a 3-2 more specifically, so we can draw them out to shoot those three-pointers. Because I don't think they have been doing really well on their three-pointers this game at all either. So if we're able to do that, we're able to protect the paint itself for second chance shots as well.
Wildcats look like they might come out of the timeout at a full court press here.
Yeah.
Trying to get a turnover.
If Sanai's not in the game, so it makes sense why Damani is running Monster at this point. Oh, no, she is in the game. I don't know why she's not playing Monster, because when she was running the press, I felt like she was running it lovely. And I talk about that all the time. But they have to be aggressive on this press coming off of the inbound.
Full court press. Purifoy working against Dorsey one-on-one. Purifoy gets into the front court. 2:18 to go. Rattlers by 2. Purifoy just going to play iso ball against Dorsey. All 4 other players for Florida A&M sitting on the baseline.
It's running a football play. There's that football play. Cross.
7 seconds left. Here comes the play. Jackson open for 3, doesn't take it. 3 on the shot clock, now 2. Jackson baseline jumper short. Barely clipped the rim. Wildcats a chance to tie with 1:52 to go. Gregory stops between the circles, keeps her dribble going against Purifoy. Gets around Purifoy, but illegal screen.
She should have never moved.
Illegal screen on Sanai Tyler. That's her 4th foul.
She has to plant her foot. I know she was trying to rush the screen itself, but that came off really, really, really aggressive.
Now more pressure on this Wildcats defense, needing another stop. Giles Jones driving in, dumping it off down low.
Block.
A block on the play. Butler got the block.
Take it all the way.
Peters against Purifoy, loses the handle, comes straight to Tyler.
Minute 24 seconds left in the game. We're still down by 2.
Here comes Hornset. Gregory goes right into the corner. Peters back on top to Tyler. Tyler driving to the free throw line, into the corner for Gregory. 5 to shoot. 4. Gregory pulls up long 3. No good. Rebound. Batted around. Grabbed by FAMU. And a foul in the backcourt. Wildcats were immediately trying to put the full court press on. And Tyler Butler is going to be called for the foul. That's her 4th.
One as well, too. We got our best post players.
So
on the field right now.
Much pressure
right now
on the Wildcat defense. Now they need to get another stop. They've gotten 2 in a row. 55-53 FAMU, and they're going to get the ball again. The Wildcats only 10 points in this 4th quarter. 3 of 11 from the floor.
Timeout.
I think FAMU's going to call a timeout to advance. They are. Remember, in the women's game, on a timeout, you can advance the ball to the front court.
Yes, you can. That was a smart call by the coach.
So Bridget Gordon takes her 2nd timeout. Both teams will have 2 left. FAMU scoreless over the last 151. But BCU won for the last 5. And again, Damani Dorsey is not getting the ball in her hands at the end of these possessions.
Well, she can't get the ball if we're not setting up a play for her, Mike. You know, at the end of the day, we need to be able to spread up. I think the biggest problem right now is being able to control the ball and get it into our hands. And we haven't been able to do that for the last 3 plays itself. So coming off of this, we need to press a little bit more aggressively. Well, no, we can't press because they've already advanced the ball. So we need to be able to really rebound, box out.
16 offensive rebounds in the game for Florida A&M.
Right.
Play tough defense, force bad shots, and get the rebound. Really important defensive position again here. 58 seconds left.
Man.
Wildcats down 2. FAMU with the ball. You're right there in a man. Once again, they'll go ISO for Purifoy with 4 flat on the baseline.
She's running that clock down. If they make that next shot, so the Wildcats aren't able to, but we cannot afford another foul.
Well, the Wildcats only have 3 fouls. They can foul one more time before they're in the bonus.
Okay.
Purifoy attacking Dorsey, gets by her layup, no good, but he got a foul called against Dorsey.
That's exactly what I was really worried about right there. As soon as they have the ISO, FAMU cannot afford for us to be up because we can get up if we need to, if we have possession of the ball.
They called the foul on Tyler Butler, and she's done. That's her 5th. But 2 free throws coming for Purifoy. She's 5 of 7 on the game. 78.9% on the season, the best free throw shooter, to give FAMU a 2-possession lead with 30 seconds to go, and she missed the first one. She's missed her last 3. She went 0 for 2 the last time she was at the line.
The pressure is getting worse.
To make it a 3-point game. Good. 56-53. Wildcats will call their second to last timeout to advance the basketball.
This is feeling a little bit like last season. That overtime going into there.
So now, the Wildcats don't need a 3 here. Down by 3 with 33 seconds left. FAMU's in the bonus. If you can get a quick 2.
Yeah, and draw a foul at
and
end
then
1.
foul quick.
We could really do that. That's our safest option. But if we can get the ball to Damani for a 3 as well too.
Yeah.
And then maybe they foul her on the 3-point line as well too.
Tough position for the Wildcats.
Tough position for the Rattlers as well too.
Tyler Butler is fouled out. She finishes with 7 points, 1 of 5 from the floor, 5 of 8 from the line, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 blocks.
Maya Johnson, who's checked in now, it really falls onto her to protect the paint right now. You know,
she's had a good game, no points, but 3 rebounds, an assist, and 2 blocks.
Absolutely, and that's what I want her to continue to keep doing as well too, is to make sure nothing comes in.
Is there more magic right at the start of conference play here for women's basketball?
There's always more magic and more gymnasium, right?
I remember back to the first SWAC conference game ever played at Moore Gymnasium against Florida A&M. FAMU hit a game-winning buzzer beater to beat us.
Yeah.
Wildcats down 3. 30 seconds left.
There's Damani.
Peters on the drive. Kicked out. Gregory for 3. Oh, no good. Out of bounds. Wildcats will keep possession. It deflected off of Jackson out of bounds on the rebound. The Wildcats will have another chance. A good look for Gregory.
Our second option didn't go well, was look for that 3. So now it's down to what you talked about before. Somebody has to drive and get the foul. 23.5 seconds left in the game.
Wildcats have only hit 2 threes in the game. They're 2 for 15. Damani Dorsey has hit both of them. Baseline in. 23.5 seconds to go. Down by 3. 56-53. Gregory to trigger the inbound. Gets back to Gregory. Down low to Johnson. She goes up strong. Misses the layup. Tapped away. Wildcats will get another chance on the baseline with 17 seconds to go.
They always say 3rd time's a charm, and all I'm hearing is more gymnasium getting ready to roar as soon as this goes up. I need an and 1 right here.
Dorsey has not touched the ball on any of these possessions. It's been Gregory and Johnson. It comes into Peters. Tyler driving, throws it up, no good, foul call.
He did get the foul though, but that's okay, 13.3. So now this is what has to happen, Mike. She makes, is it an inbound play?
No, it's a shooting foul.
Okay, so shooting foul. She makes both of these. We're at 55-56. Then coming off of the inbound, we need to press. It needs to be a turnover, and then another 2, the game is over. That's what I would like for happen. I'm not saying it would. That's what I would like for happen though.
Pressure. Free throws on Sinai Tyler's shoulders right now. Leans into it, first one on the way, good.
I hope I'm calling this correctly. I said 2 free throws. press as soon as the inbound comes.
And you got to foul because the shot clock
Yes.
is off with 13 seconds left. Got the
Nice.
second one off the
Press.
backboard. FAMU's going to call timeout and advance the ball.
I need a press, Mike. This is literally it. We're down by 1. I know for a fact that they're probably going to try and launch it half court. But
No,
what?
advance, remember?
Oh, the timeout. It is their ball. They're going to run the clock out.
That's one of these rules.
I didn't know it was like
It's
that.
the
for women's
difference
team.
between the men and the women,
Yeah.
right? The men you can't advance, the women you can. I'd like to see a homogeny between men's and women's college basketball in terms of the rule sets. You know,
Oh, that would change the game
either play
completely.
quarters or play halves.
Yeah.
and
No, I like the quarters for the women's basketball team.
I want
Honestly.
the men to go quarters.
Oh,
I
yeah,
do.
absolutely. More basketball, more points. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I don't like the half for the men's basketball team because I feel like we're missing out on some great basketball. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If we could cut that down for, 4 quarters instead of 2, it'd been great. I wonder what Coach Creighton said to the team since that they've already advanced.
Yeah.
McCarthy.
Bethune-Cookman 56. I'm sorry, Bethune-Cookman 55, Florida A&M 56. 13 seconds to go.
This shot is-
FAMU with the ball. Jackson the inbound. They're going to try and get it to Purifoy, who's their best free throw shooter.
I think McCarthy they're going to try and get it to.
They got it to McCarthy.
Yep.
Got to foul her. Why are you not fouling her? They're trapping. They're still trapping. And a timeout by Bridget Gordon. They just wasted 5
Wasted
seconds.
5. They didn't want to foul, but they should have.
Look-
The game was already there. They should have fouled. And I knew they were going to get the ball to McCarthy because I kid you not, as soon as she gets in space with the finesse that she has, it's going to go in every single time.
Stay up to date with everything Bethune-Cookman Athletics by checking out the Wildcats on social media. Give BCU Athletics a like on Facebook and follow the Wildcats on X and Instagram at BCU_athletics for the latest on BCU women's basketball. Follow at BCU WBB on X and Instagram. Okay. Now 7 seconds left. I think Florida A&M now is got to get the ball in the hands of Purifoy, their best free throw
She's
shooter.
going to drive, and they're going to foul her.
Yeah.
That's exactly what's going to
But
happen.
I don't care if you're the Wildcats. There's only 7 seconds left. You've got to get the ball. Whoever gets the ball, you've got to foul as quickly as possible.
Exactly.
So you have time on the other end. It's a 1-point game. The most they can do at the free throw line is make it a 3-point game so you have a chance to tie.
Exactly.
You have to foul immediately.
And this is where times comes down to a crunch where we really sit and figure out what exactly have we been practicing. Like, these inbound plays are important down to the seconds over here.
Here we go.
There it goes, Purifoy.
They're looking for Purifoy.
There
It's
it
turned
goes!
over!
Right there.
It's turned over! Dorsey, layup,
It's
good!
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 It's good!
2
It's good!
seconds
2
left!
seconds
FAMU
left!
out of timeouts!
That's what
57,
we've been waiting
56!
for!
They inbound the ball!
Oh, there it is!
Wow!
I called it!
More
I
magic!
called it!
More magic!
I called it!
Kiara Gregory stole the inbounds pass, handed it off to Dorsey, who got the layup with 2 seconds left. Wildcats up by Woodfront, 57, 56.
We're there, Mike.
I thought FAMU didn't have a timeout left.
That was 2 timeouts already.
Oh no, Bethune-Cookman called a timeout.
Ah.
So they're not going to advance the ball. It's going to be a full court opportunity for FAMU with 2.5 seconds to go. What is going on?
I called it, Mike.
Wow. Okay, I remember. Everything's got a memory for me because
Yes.
I've been doing this a long time.
Yeah.
I remember a couple years ago, a game against Grambling State here at Moore Gymnasium. Exact same situation.
Wow.
No, it was against Texas Southern.
Yeah.
Exact same situation. Wildcats down by 2. They steal an inbounds pass and score for the win with less than a second left. It's happened again. History repeats itself.
I knew that. I'm just happy. I got to clip this, y'all.
All right, most important thing here, no fouls.
And I
no fouls. FAMU has to go the length of the floor in 2.8 seconds. VCU hang on for a miracle. Purifoy picks up the ball. She runs to half court. She lets it go. It's no good. It's off the rim. It's off the rim. And the Wildcats improbably defeat Florida A&M 57-56. Wow! More gym mania again! Unreal!
Some of that classic magic rubbed up on us into the basketball season, Mike. I'm just really happy that the Wildcats at the last minute were able to figure out exactly what they needed to do to transfer energy. What a dynamic. What a dynamic. What a team.
Remember what the Wildcats in all sports
Yes.
did against FAMU in 2025. Baseball championship walk-off win. Remember Jesus with the walk-off three to beat FAMU in this gym.
Yes.
Overtime win for women's basketball. Classic win for football. Win for volleyball. And we start 2026
With another win.
another epic win for women's basketball over Florida A&M. Your final score, 57-56. Holy cow.
I love basketball. I just love basketball. I love the energy. I love the transfer, the mentality of it, fundamentals, everything. This is something that you can't get enough of more magic, man.
Remember, we got the men's game coming up after this.
Oh, my goodness. I'm just really happy that when I said that after that those three-pointers, it has to be a turnover to really change the trajectory of the game. And Gregory really did her thing down at that baseline to get the turnover, switch it over down to hand it off to Damani for a 2-point.
Here are your final scoring totals. First for Florida A&M. Purifoy was outstanding, 16 tonight, 11 in the first quarter. She cooled off after that, though.
Yeah.
Giles Jones with 11. McCarthy with 10, Robinson with 9, Jackson with 5, and Hooks with 5. Wow. For Bethune-Cookman, Damani Dorsey, 22 points. Kaylin Peters with 10, Tyler Butler with 7, Kiara Gregory with 6, Sinai Tyler with 4, Madison Holden with 4, DeRasia Pitts with 4. The men's teams take the floor for warm-ups. I'm not sure I'm ready for the next game.
I don't know either. I gotta calm down, get my heart in check, but it has been such an amazing game for the women's team to start off their SWAC conference here in Moore Gymnasium.
Here are your team stats. FAMU out-rebounded Bethune-Cookman 41-34 in the game and 16-10 on the offensive glass, but crucially, FAMU did not have an offensive rebound in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, none at all, and that's defense. Defense versus discipline, or a collab of both of them.
Bethune-Cookman 8 assists to FAMU 6. Florida A&M had 18 turnovers, the Wildcats 16. 7 blocks to 6 in favor of Bethune-Cookman. Fast break points 11-4 in favor of FAMU. 7-4 in steals in favor of FAMU. Second chance points 12-10 in favor of FAMU. Points in the paint 24-18 in favor of FAMU. Points off turnovers 15-13 in favor of FAMU. Shooting totals, Florida A&M 35% from the floor, 21-59, 1 of 8 on threes. Again, we talked about they're the worst three-point team in the country. They only hit 1.
Yeah. But there it goes. This entire stat line, you would look at it, you would think that it favored FAMU, but it didn't. You know, the Wildcats, because of, I don't want to say love, fundamentals, you know, being able to have that last turnover into the right hands, Damani Dorsey, for that too.
Bethune-Cookman, 33% from the floor, 17-51, 2 for 15 from beyond the arc, both twos hit by Dorsey. She was 2 of 3 from beyond the arc. 21 of 24 from the free throw line for the Wildcats.
Wow.
That was your difference in the game right there.
Yeah.
Team leader in rebounds was Sinai Tyler with 7. Team leader in assists was Peters with 3. Peters also had 2 steals. Butler, Tyler, and Johnson each had 2 blocks. The Wildcats come from 12 points behind to win on opening night of conference play, 57-56. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, it's men's basketball action from Moore Gym. How can you top that? Well, we'll find out next. For Sabrina Petito, my name is Michael Toronto. We'll see you shortly as our doubleheader rolls on here on the CatEye Radio Network.